It's not often that we get the chance to speak with a healthcare marketing leader from a payer organization. I'm always fascinated by their approach to that unique market segment. It's not just B2B, it's not just B2C, it's a mixture of both. And that's why I jumped at the chance to speak with my next guest. Hello and welcome to Sway Health, where we bring you the latest insights and interesting stories from the brightest minds in healthcare marketing. I'm Colin Hung, and joining me on the program today is Teresa Anderson. She's the Director of Brand and Engagement Strategies at Blue Cross Blue Shield, Vermont. Teresa and her team have just been on an incredible website journey where she totally took the old antiquated website and has revamped it for modern times. And along the way has improved engagement for her members, improved the click-through rates and the call to actions for new folks who are looking to sign up and enroll, and has improved the operational efficiency of her own organization. I can't wait to dive into that topic with her. Teresa, welcome to the program.
Hi, thank you so much.
I'm excited to talk with you because we don't get a chance to talk to a lot of payer organizations. So before we dive into the questions I have around the website journey that you've been on,
Yeah.
can you tell me a little bit more about your organization and what you do?
Sure. I am Director of Brand and Engagement Strategies at Blue Cross Blue Shield of Vermont. I will be there 6 years this December. And my team is responsible for everything from our brand to our digital experience to our customer research and our product development.
So you've got quite a lot of things under your plate.
Yes.
And one of the things that you were talking to me about off camera was this amazing website journey that you've been on. So tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So a number of years ago when I arrived at the organization, we started a brand project. And one of the things we learned in the brand project was that the brand experience was very different when somebody interacted with us online versus if they interacted with us in person. And that was creating some brand inconsistencies. We were seeing some dramatic differences in our NPS scores and knew that we needed to make a change because we wanted a very consistent brand experience for our customers. So with that, we set out to start a brand refresh, and that included a brand new website. And initially, there was a little hesitation, launch a whole new website is a significant amount of work, small team, a big dollar budget that the organization wasn't expecting. But we started by helping the organization understand what this brand experience was and how it was impacting our customers. And we did a lot of research. We brought that research forward. We shared that. People were able to see where there was discrepancies. And that created the pathway for us to be able to move this work forward.
I love that you used data to get the buy-in. Can you give us a little taste of some of that data? What was it? What did you find out through all of that work, the research that you did?
Well, we did qualitative and quantitative research, and what we saw was that people were having trouble with navigation. They were having trouble finding the things they needed. They were indicating that they felt that it represented an old, stodgy organization, which wasn't who we were. They felt that we were unfriendly. They weren't able to make the transactions that they needed to do. And yet if they called customer service, which was actually what was happening, they would get frustrated on the website and then they would pick up the phone and they would call customer service, creating a whole bunch of phone calls to customer service that were completely unnecessary. So that was one of the things that we were able to say is, hey, let's improve the experience. Like, let's create seamless navigation, make things very clear, represent Vermont, who we are, that is our brand. And then if people can't find what they need, then they can call customer service. So let's reduce those number of calls, let's reduce the number of emails and allow people to get what they want online.
So as you found out this information, as you got that buy-in, what were some of your first steps on that website journey of yours? What were some of the things that you worked on and became the central part of your new site?
Yeah. So we literally scratched the site that we had. We left it up and we started rebuilding a new site. We went through an RFP process. We ended up selecting a web partner, which was Oho, who's out of Boston, and worked with them to rebuild a whole new Drupal-based site. Found a new web hosting partner and started right off the bat with design, look and feel, what tools, what features, what functionality. We did testing along the way with users to make sure we were heading in the right direction, we were going to be delivering what they were expecting. And then about a little shy of 18 months later, I think it was probably about 14 months, we launched an entirely new website and took the other one down.
And what were some of the enhancements that you added to your new site that really made a difference for the people, for the visitors that were coming?
Yeah. Honestly, I think one of the simplest enhancements was so much easier to navigate.
Okay.
They just were able to intuitively get to where they needed to go. Much less broken links. One of the things I'm really excited about, though, is this past June, we launched a new web form.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which, again, through research that we were continued to do even after the site was launched, we were finding that that was a little bit of a barrier. People were feeling frustrated that they were interested in some information and they might be trying to select a health plan, but they couldn't quite go the next step with us. And we had used a web form in our campaign landing pages for open enrollment, and found people loved it.
Okay.
So we said, obviously, this is something that people are wanting, they're using. We need to bring that into the site 24/7, 365 days a year. Like, let's not just limit this to when we're in open enrollment. So we launched a new web form in June, and it integrates with Salesforce for us, drives the information right to the sales team, then gives them the ability to very quickly begin the outreach efforts, reduces the emails and the calls to them. And it's been very successful. In, I think, less than 5 months of being up, we had over 200 people who were connecting with us that way. Yeah, so great.
And what have, if any, have been some of the operational impacts of the new site? Are you seeing a decrease in the phone calls and things?
Yeah, we're seeing some decrease in phone calls. We're seeing some decreases in the emails, and we are slightly, now I can't say it's because of the web form in June because we haven't the timing for when we do the NPS testing, but we are seeing our NPS improving as it relates to people engaging with us on the public-facing website. Yeah.
And why was it important for you to go on this journey and to make all these continuous improvements to your website?
Yeah. Comes back to brand and improving the customer experience. At the end of the day, our customers are the most important thing to us, and we really want them to have a consistent brand experience. We value their input, which is why research is such a big part of everything that we do, and really just wanted to improve it for them, enhance their experience, enhance the experience for our employees, right? Make their jobs easier on a day-to-day basis, and improve our position in the market. You know, helps with retention, helps with growth, helps with increasing membership, all of those above.
So if there's someone out there listening and watching this and who's in a very similar situation where they're looking at their legacy website going, oh, we need to change, what would you recommend they do as a first step?
I think the first step is really to understand the state of your current site and where your customers are at, so you have a sense of where there are pain points that you need to address. I think understanding the pain points from the customer perspective and then using that data to help build the case to demonstrate why you need to make a change, but that you're not just making a change for look and feel. You are making a change that is really about the customer.
Yeah, because when we go look and feel, people start going, oh, that's just marketing.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
But when you base it on data and base it on the experience that and show through things like NPS scores and other things, that's when it turns a little more concrete.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. You've shared a lot of great information with us, Teresa. Where can people go to find out more about Blue Cross Blue Shield Vermont?
Yeah, check out our website. Go to our website, go to our LinkedIn page, go to our social media sites. Yeah, we've got a lot of good stuff out there, and myself and my team, we're always happy to talk with people, share our experience, share our insights. I think that's one of the things we valued along our journey, was reaching out to other organizations and saying, hey, this is where we're at, what can we learn from you, how can we maybe steal some ideas, and that was hugely beneficial, so we feel compelled to do that for others.
That's wonderful. And thank you for being on the program today. You shared
Yeah,
a ton of great information.
absolutely. Thank you.
I'm sure a lot of people watching this will go, oh, right, I need to reach out and get some of that great information
Anytime.
you have.
Anytime.
All right,
Thank you.
Teresa, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, I want to thank Teresa for coming on camera with me and giving us that inside look at her website journey at Blue Cross Blue Shield Vermont. I found it really awesome that she used data to actually get the buy-in from her executive team and to convince them to move away from their legacy website to a brand new one. Everything she did was evidence-based, which of course is how we like to do things in healthcare. And hey, if you enjoyed this interview as much as I did, please like and subscribe. Also, head on over to Sway Health. That's Sway with 2 A's, .health. That's where you'll find more great content like this. I'm Colin Hung. Thanks for being here, and I'll catch you on the next video.